Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to the InstructLab community meeting for January 21st. And before we get started on the main topics that are listed here in the agenda, we'll just go through some usual housekeeping rules. Our meetings are governed by the InstructLab Community Code of Conduct. The link to the Code of Conduct is in the meeting notes. All our meetings are recorded and will be posted in the YouTube channel. So again, if you want to look back on something, or if you just want to catch up if you missed the meeting, you can do so. If you prefer not to be on camera, that's fine. You can join with the cameras off, or you can also dial in via phone. And with the Google Meet interface, you can raise your hands to ask questions, or use the chat function to bring up questions and comments. If you're on the phone, feel free to just inject at the appropriate times with your questions and comments. And yes, so at the end of every meeting notes, we have these attendee list. Feel free to add yourselves to the list with your name and GitHub profile, so we have an idea of who are joining the meetings and participating, and we appreciate that. But it's optional, so it's up to you. All right, let's get started, and I'm glad to see more topics being added as we speak. So as we were just talking right before we started recording, JJ brought up that the taxonomy triage call has moved. Now it's just as Mondays and Thursdays, and I know there are two different time zones, so I'm not going to say something that I don't remember exactly. So please check the InstructLab calendar for the updated times. They are reflected on the calendar, and they will have two different Google Meet links, because it's easier to just schedule them as two meeting series rather than one. So feel free to please check the calendar for the right times and the links going forward. Any comments or questions about that? Is Laura on the call? Okay, maybe not. All right, so please join the new meeting times for the taxonomy triage issues. The next one we have is the new core release. Please, Charlie, Nathan, somebody take this.
I think Nathan added it, but I can speak to it pretty quickly if you want to, or you can do it, Nathan.
I mean, it's basically what's written there is the announcement.
Yep.
I don't have anything to add that I didn't write down.
Okay, so we have a new release this Friday, 0.23. It's a New Year release, and there's a changelog with links there. You can take a look. And
just quickly, I guess I can add, like, there's a bunch of new stuff in this release. Honestly, there's a whole new RAG command group that's in like a dev preview state, or just like it's very new, so it might break things. And then there's all the new process commands. There's a detach mode for iLab data generator. There's a lot of cool stuff. So that release plus a few more things, honestly, it might merge this week. That'll be out this Friday. So look out for that and try out the new commands. There's an alpha release that we cut yesterday. So if you really want the cutting edge, you can go install that and try some of the new stuff out. That's going to be included in the release this week. And yeah.
All right, sounds good. And also remember there's a core committee meeting on Thursdays. So if you have even further questions, if you tried out the alpha or about the new release, you can ask the core team on Thursday. All right, thanks, Charlie and Nathan. The next topic is just a list of CFPs I try to keep track of for those who might be interested to submit talks on InstructLab, Granite, and related stuff. Some of these I've already mentioned earlier. The new one I added this week is for FOSS North. It's actually more kind of regional. It's for it's a FOSS event in the Northern Europe, but we do get speakers from across the world, basically attending this event. I've been a few times, and it's a great community, great crowd, very open-minded, always, a lot of great technical talks on this in this event. So if you're interested to visit Sweden, this is in Gothenburg, Sweden. It's a nice city as well. They have the event in April, and this CFP closes on February 1st. And of course, DevConf in Brno, it's largely organized by Red Hat, and but it's again open to people across the world, and there's usually a lot of great talks and projects and discussions at this event. So another great event to participate in if you're interested. And the usual open source summit, that's Linux Foundation event, pretty major in Denver this year for North America. The deadline is February 17th. All right, UX. Is Missy or somebody online?
Yep. I can go through what we're working on. So I'm working on updating designs for the context selection based on Brent's beautiful POC. Just going to do some design tweaks for that. Maria is working on updating the skills contribution designs. Let's see. I'm working on some new icons for InstructLab. We're missing a few, like for knowledge, skills, endpoints. So we're going to work on those. We're also working with the Patternfly team. So we're going to be using the chatbot AI from Patternfly for the base for our chat with a model. And they have a nice design for click and compare. That way you can compare responses between two models. And so I'm just looking at if there's anything we need to tweak for InstructLab for that. And then the last item I am working on is the some tweaks to the dashboard, which is the submissions view for InstructLab. And that's
All
it.
right. Thanks, Missy. Any questions regarding UX for Missy and the team? All right. If not, I guess we are at the end of our agenda items that's been listed. Any other topics anybody want to bring up or discuss, or questions that you might have? Okay, if not, thank you all for being here. Thanks for your time, and join us next week for more community InstructLab community goodness. And of course, in the meantime, there's the taxonomy meeting, core meeting, and UI meeting as well on Wednesdays. So feel free to join those for more in-depth topic discussions on those topics. Cool. Thank you, everyone. See you next week.
Thanks, Carol. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Yes. Bye.
Thank you.
Good day.
Mhm.